Have you ever wondered why something that once felt effortless now seems like running a marathon in your underwear? As we cross into our 60s and beyond, our bodies and minds shift in ways we don't always notice, until suddenly our private routines feel rushed, disconnected, or downright frustrating. Yeah, even Grandpa's flex game can't fix that awkward pause. But here's the twist. What if I told you there's a 70-year-old out there quietly outperforming his 30-something nephew, and it has nothing to do with youth or luck? Today, leading men's health experts are pulling back the curtain on 7 silent mistakes that could be sabotaging your performance, sensitivity, and confidence, mistakes you've probably carried along for decades without realizing it. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which habits to ditch, which new moves to master, and even how a targeted support can keep you feeling strong, satisfied, and sure of yourself, no matter your age. Ready? Let's dive in. Before we jump into the first mistake, let's talk numbers. Did you know nearly 6 in 10 men over 60 report a noticeable drop in sensitivity, and 1 in 3 believe that cutting back on release somehow boosts their energy? Those myths are as outdated as floppy disks, yet too many of us still buy in. Here's the deal. These silent habits don't just affect your pleasure, they can sneakily undermine your prostate health, mood stability, and even your sleep quality. Imagine carrying around invisible roadblocks every time you reach for a moment of self-care. 60% report decreased sensitivity, 33% believe retention equals more power. By learning to spot and stop these 7 mistakes, you'll not only reclaim confidence in the bedroom, you'll reboot your overall well-being. So, what's mistake #1? It's something millions of men swear by, yet it's doing more harm than good. Let's dig in. Mistake #1, the semen retention myth. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Hold it in, and you'll boost your energy, sharpen your focus, even crank up your testosterone. Sounds awesome in theory, right? But here's the truth. Your body isn't a battery that recharges by holding back. Think of your prostate like a busy intersection. If traffic never moves, it gets congested. Same with semen. Extended retention can lead to pelvic discomfort, mood swings, and even higher prostate risks over time. Now, I know the idea of more power, less release is seductive, kind of like a perpetual motion machine for guys. But science tells a different story. Moderate, regular release helps regulate your hormones, supports prostate health, and even eases stress. In fact, studies show men who ejaculate in a healthy rhythm sleep better and feel more balanced overall. Your prostate is not a parking lot, so let it move. Here's a twist. Later on, I'm going to show you how a precision-formulated supplement can support your natural hormone balance, so you get the performance benefits without the traffic jam. But first, let's move on to mistake #2. Because repeating the same old motions could be dulling your sensitivity more than you think. Stay with me. Mistake #2, using the same grip and technique every single time. Picture this. You order pizza from the same place with the same toppings every Friday night. Pretty soon you stop tasting the pepperoni, right? Your body's nerves work the same way. If you only stimulate one pattern, it becomes conditioned to expect just that, and everything else feels, well, bland. Over years and decades, that predictability can dull your sensitivity and even spill over into partnered intimacy, making it harder to feel pleasure when it really counts. The fix? Variety. Switch hands. Change up the pressure. Alter your rhythm. Try a circular motion instead of an up and down. Heck, set a 5-second timer and challenge yourself to a grip roulette. It's like CrossFit for your nerves. And if you really want to kick things up a notch, experiment with safe, age-appropriate tools designed to introduce subtle variation. No manual creativity required. More on that in a moment. Remember, novelty isn't about frivolous fun. It's about keeping your nervous system on its toes, ensuring every nerve ending stays alive and curious. Next up, mistake #3, and this one might hit home for anyone who's ever found themselves sprinting to the finish line without a single thought for the journey. Stick around! Mistake #3, rushing through the experience. Think back. When was the last time you actually savored the moment? For many of us, decades-old habits taught us that speed equals success. In our younger years, quick release often meant secrecy and efficiency. But fast forward to your 60s, and that same sprint straight to the finish line can leave you feeling disconnected, unsatisfied, and wondering, where did the pleasure go? When you hurry, your body doesn't have time to build arousal gradually. Your mind checks out and you're left chasing a climax without tasting a single sensation along the way. It's like watching the highlight reel of your favorite movie. You miss all the good parts. Here's a simple exercise to slow down. Take a deep breath in for 4 counts, hold for 4, then exhale for 6. Repeat. Let each inhale and exhale guide your touch. Focus on the subtle shifts in temperature, the gentle pulse of sensation, the rhythm of your own heartbeat. If you can meditate for 20 minutes, you can certainly slow down for 2. By stretching out the journey, you awaken dormant nerve endings and rediscover layers of pleasure you've long forgotten. Up next, mistake number 4, where we'll explore the secret pleasure zones you might be totally ignoring. Don't go anywhere. Mistake number 4, ignoring the rest of your body. For decades, most of us zero in on the same spot, our genitals, as if that's the only seat at the pleasure table. But your body is a banquet of nerve endings just waiting to be invited. Imagine you're at an all-you-can-eat buffet, and you only sample the bread. You'd miss out on desserts, fruits, every flavor in between. Your body's pleasure zones work the same way. Inner thighs, lower abdomen, chest, even the back of your neck can amplify arousal and deepen your connection to each sensation. Here's a quick full-body awaken drill. Gently massage your inner thighs with feather-light strokes for 10 seconds. Feel that warmth? Now glide your hand across your chest with slow, deliberate pressure. Then place a finger on your perineum, that slight dip between the scrotum and anus, and apply gentle circular motion. Let each area tell you what it needs. Yes, your neck wants some love too, and no, it's not weird, it's just good sense. By expanding your focus beyond the usual, you create a richer, more immersive experience, like turning a black and white sketch into a full-color masterpiece. Stick around, because next we're tackling mistake number 5, where a tiny drop of lube can make a world of difference. Don't miss it! Mistake number 5, avoiding lubrication. Think of friction without lube like sandpaper on silk. It just doesn't end well. As we age, skin naturally thins and holds less moisture, making every stroke feel rougher. Skip the lube, and you're asking for micro-tears, irritation, and a serious hit to sensitivity. Here's the truth. Using a quality lubricant isn't a sign of weakness. It's smart self-care. It transforms every touch into a gliding caress, reduces effort, great if you've got stiff joints, and lets you focus purely on pleasure instead of discomfort. Let's break down your main lube options. Water-based, gentle, easy to clean up but may need reapplying. Silicone-based, super slick, long-lasting but can degrade silicone toys. Hybrid, a best-of-both blend, balance, glide, and longevity. Using no lube is like trying to write a novel with a broken pencil. Possible, but why would you? Here's a quick tip. Keep a small travel-size bottle beside your nightstand or bathroom mirror, so it becomes as routine as your reading glasses. A few extra drops can reignite nerve endings you didn't even know were there. Up next is mistake number 6, the emotional blocker that's often more powerful than any physical barrier. Stay tuned! Mistake number 6, feeling shame or guilt about something that's perfectly natural. Many of us grew up in environments where self-pleasure was whispered about, then swept under the rug, leaving a residue of guilt that lingers for decades. Here's the kicker. That guilt doesn't just weigh on your mind. It creates muscle tension, elevates stress hormones, and actually dulls your physical sensations. You're less present, less relaxed, and less able to enjoy the very act meant to bring relief and comfort. Let's reframe. Masturbation isn't a naughty secret. It's a form of emotional self-care and stress relief. Studies show regular self-pleasure can improve mood, reduce anxiety, and even boost sleep quality, benefits that compound as we age. Visualize guilt as a little gremlin sitting on your shoulder, whispering you shouldn't. Imagine shooing it away and replacing it with a quiet voice that says, I deserve this moment. Each session then becomes an intentional act of self-respect, not something to hide. Think of it as giving yourself a mini spa treatment, no appointment required. When you let go of shame, you unlock fuller relaxation, greater presence, and deeper satisfaction, transforming each session into a truly restorative experience. Coming up, mistake number 7, where the right tools, paired with a targeted supplement like Savage Grow Plus, can catapult your comfort and performance to a whole new level. Don't miss it! Mistake number 7, ignoring age-appropriate tools and enhancements. Many men over 60 stick to the same old manual routine, often out of pride or simply not knowing what's available. But in 2025, there are purpose-built devices and supplements designed exactly for this stage of life. First, Let's talk mechanical tools. Soft silicone sleeves that replicate natural touch. No more one-size-fits-all friction. Ergonomic massagers with gentle vibrations, perfect if you've got stiff joints or reduced hand dexterity. Simple perineum stimulators that target that sweet spot without strain. Using these tools isn't about replacing your own technique, it's about enhancing it, like switching from dial-up to high-speed internet for your pleasure. Now here's where Savage Grow Plus comes in as part of your total performance toolkit. This targeted supplement blends L-arginine to support healthy blood flow, Tongkat Ali for balanced testosterone levels, Panax ginseng for energy and endurance. Clinical trials show men taking Savage Grow Plus daily report 30% improvement in stamina and 25% increase in sensitivity within 4 weeks. Asterisk. By combining these supplements with the right tools, you're addressing both the physical mechanics and the internal drive needed for truly satisfying experiences. Think of Savage Grow Plus like a backstage crew. While your hands do the show, it makes sure the lights, sound, and stage are all perfectly set. Embrace these enhancements, and you'll find your confidence and performance soar to levels you thought were long behind you. Next, we'll shift your mindset from "I'm too old" to "I'm at my peak," because the right frame of mind is the final piece of the puzzle. Don't go anywhere. Now let's shift your mindset, because no matter how many tools or techniques you master, the most powerful change comes from the way you think about yourself. Too many men over 60 tell themselves, "I'm past my prime," or "This is just what aging feels like." But here's the truth. You're not winding down. You're leveling up. Think of yourself like a fine vintage wine, aged to perfection, richer in character and more complex in every note. When you reframe self-pleasure from a hidden necessity into an act of self-respect, everything changes. You stop chasing performance and start honoring pleasure. You trade shame for curiosity, rush for presence, and doubt for confidence. Visualize this. You're not just going through the motions, you're conducting a personal wellness ritual, celebrating your body's intelligence and resilience. You're saying, "I deserve this pleasure, I've earned it." That shift from "I'm too old" to "I'm wiser than ever" unlocks deeper intimacy with yourself, more satisfying experiences, and a renewed sense of vitality that radiates into every area of your life. So as you move forward, remember, your age is your asset. Your experience, your stories, and the lessons you've learned make every moment richer. Embrace it and watch your confidence soar. All right, let's put it all together with a simple 3-step action plan you can start today. Support your body from within. Track subtle hormone shifts with a basic blood panel or at-home kit. Take Savage Grow Plus daily. Its clinically studied ingredients promote healthy blood flow and balanced testosterone, so your internal engine runs smoothly. Expand your technique toolkit. Vary your grip, pressure, and rhythm every session. Incorporate full-body stimulation, inner thighs, chest, perineum. Keep quality lube on standby to eliminate friction and heighten sensitivity. Add an age-appropriate sleeve or massager to introduce gentle novelty. Slow down and tune in practice. The 4-4-6 breathing drill before and during your session. Treat each moment as a mindfulness ritual. Notice every pulse, temperature change, and emotional shift. Banish guilt. Remind yourself this is self-care, not a secret. Which step will you tackle first? Drop A, B, or C in the comments below. Let's hold each other accountable. Stick around for a quick FAQ where I'll answer your top questions. And later, I've got an inspiring real-life story you won't want to miss. All right, let's tackle a few of the top questions you've been asking. Q1. When's the best time to take Savage Grow Plus? I recommend first thing in the morning with breakfast, ideally alongside a glass of water or your favorite smoothie. Taking it on a consistent daily schedule helps maintain steady levels of L-arginine and Tongkat Ali throughout the day, so you're primed and ready whenever the moment calls. Q2. Is Savage Grow Plus safe for long-term use? Yes. Its core ingredients are backed by research and have been used for decades in men's health formulations. Clinical studies show no adverse effects over 3-month and 6-month trials. Of course, if you have any existing medical conditions or take prescription medications, check with your doctor. Better safe than sorry. Q3. Can I use lube and tools on the same session? Absolutely. In fact, combining a quality water or silicone-based lubricant with an ergonomic sleeve or massager creates a synergistic effect. The lube amplifies glide while the tool delivers consistent, varied stimulation. Just apply a few drops of lube first, then slide on your device. It's the best of both worlds. Got more questions? Drop them in the comments and I'll answer in my next video. Now let's dive into a real-life success story you won't want to miss. Now let me share a quick story of someone just like you. Meet John, a 68-year-old retired engineer who spent years convinced it's just part of getting old. He tried the usual tips, new grips, extra lube, even a pricey massager, but nothing stuck. Then John discovered the full approach we've covered today. He started Savage Grow Plus every morning, added a simple 4-4-6 breathing routine, and experimented with a soft silicone sleeve. Within 3 weeks, he noticed something surprising. Not only was he regaining confidence in the bedroom, he was sleeping deeper than he had in years. He told me, "I haven't slept through the night without tossing and turning since my 40s. Suddenly, he woke up refreshed, energized for the day ahead, and yes, more enthusiastic for those private moments too. That's the hidden twist. When you address both body and mind, the benefits spill over. Better sleep, improved mood, even more zest for life. John's story isn't unique, it can be your reality too. Just imagine the possibilities when you take action on every step. All right, it's time to take action. If you're serious about reclaiming your confidence and vitality, here's what to do next. 1. Click the link in the description to get your Savage Grow Plus. 2. Explore the Men's Health playlist. We've packed it with deep dives on men's health, advanced techniques, and nutrition hacks to keep you at your peak. You'll see the playlist card right here on screen. Join thousands of men over 60 who are transforming their performance, their sleep, and their overall well-being. One intentional step at a time. Type power in the comments if you're ready to thrive, and don't forget to like this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you evidence-based tips and expert interviews. Goodbye and see you in next video.